Hey Virgo, this is going to be your general life tarot reading for May 15th through the end of the month. I hope you guys are doing great. We're going to take a peek at the overall energy that's surrounding you all right now with a couple of oracle cards, and then we'll get into some tarot and clarify that to figure out where you are, any obstacles, challenges, what might be hidden from you, some advice from spirit, and your potential outcome. And then we'll wrap up with a final oracle card to see if spirit has any last guidance for you. So I do like to get all of the cards out on the table before I start interpreting them. If you want to skip the card pull, go ahead and click on the link in the description box below to take you straight to the message. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get into it. So, Virgo, the first card that we have out for you is Elementals. We'll go ahead and grab another oracle card, see what other energies are surrounding you right now for this reading. And the card that we have for you is Action. All right, so Virgo, we'll see how that fits into your overall reading. Let's get into some tarot and see first what your current energy is. And what we have is the we have Science, which is the Six of Swords for you. For challenges, obstacles, and what might currently be hidden, we have the Seven of Cups, or debauch, in reverse. For advice that's a lot of advice from Spirit. We will not take all of those cards. Let's see if they come out again. Advice from Spirit. Okay, we have two. We have the Ace of Cups, and we also have the Universe. And for your potential outcome, okay, we have the Six of Wands, or Victory. So let's go ahead and get another tarot deck and see if we can clarify these cards a little bit further. Okay, that's a lot of cards for your current energy, Virgo. We will not take all of them. Let's see if we can get just one or two cards for, okay, Virgo's current energy. I'm not sure what's happening right now, Virgo, but there seems to be a whole lot of messages that are trying to come through for you. Good Lord. Okay, we finally have one that came out. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. For challenges, obstacles, and what might currently be hidden from you, we have the Hierophant in reverse, and we have the Emperor in reverse. For advice from Spirit, we have the Page of Cups. And for your potential outcome for my Virgo collective, we have the Tower. Okay, so let me grab some oracle cards and see if there are any final messages before I start interpreting all of this. The first card we have for your current energy is in flow state. For challenges, obstacles, and what might currently be hidden, we have giving and receiving. Advice from Spirit, we have one that flipped over. And we have trust the process. And let's take a peek at your potential outcome. Potential outcomes for my Virgos, we have being love. All right, Virgos, let's get into this. So with the overall energy, we have elementals and we have action. There seems to be very much an energy of imbalance right now in your world. There's something that's a little bit off, and it might be a situation where you are giving more to something, to a situation, than you're actually receiving in return. And while it feels as though this is a very uncomfortable place for you, you haven't moved. You haven't necessarily moved. And I don't think it's because you don't want to. It almost feels as though you don't know how to, and you don't know what direction you should pivot to, to make things better. But what I am feeling right now is that it is time for you to move. Like, you're going to have to make a decision, and you're going to have to start taking steps in that direction. You're going to have to take some sort of action. That's what I'm feeling right now. It's almost like I just got a vision of someone just like kind of like taking a deep breath, exhaling, kind of steeling themselves and like walking ahead. So it feels like you really need to center yourself. You have to ground yourself and you have to start taking action, making those steps. Looking at your current energy, Virgo, we have the Six of Swords, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, and we also have in flow state, in the zone, loving life, focused, high frequency, skill meets challenge, flotation therapy. So, what I'm feeling for you right now, Virgos, is that there is this strong, strong, strong desire to get to a better place, to get to a happier place, a more calm place. But you haven't seen that start. You haven't, it feels as though you haven't gotten that sign, right? That it's okay to move in that direction, or a sign that shows you how to start moving in that direction. But it feels as though there is a really deep desire to move, right? You want to, but it feels as though up until this point, you've been just kind of going along to get along. You've just been sort of riding the waves and bouncing around, kind of no real defined direction, just kind of going wherever life takes you, right? But it feels as though there's a bit of discontentment with that. And you're ready for something new, something different, something more fulfilling. Looking at the obstacles, challenges, and what's hidden, we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. We have the Hierophant in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, and we also have giving and receiving. Everything is energy, reciprocity, give, receive easily to others and yourself, random acts of kindness. So, what it feels like, the biggest challenges that we have for you with the Seven of Cups, the Hierophant, the Emperor, all in reverse, is that there's a lack of stability with you here. There's sort of a lack of structure. You're not able to see the options that you have to move forward. And so that might be why there's so much stuck energy, where you have this desire to move on to something better for you, but it's all stuck because you can't see the path forward. And maybe where you are right now is not something that particularly excites you. Maybe it's not something it's not a place where you're truly happy, where you feel full, right, of abundance and goodness, but it's a little bit stable, right? It's what you know, it's what you've gotten accustomed to. And it doesn't feel as though this path forward that you're thinking of, because it's so unknown, it's still kind of mysterious to you. It doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel secure. It feels very nervous. And what if this fails? And what if this doesn't work? And what if I lose? Right? Is the feeling that I'm getting. But what you don't see is that as you start putting energy into moving forward, that positive energy, that confident energy, it's going to start coming back to you. You're going to see a return on that investment. So, looking at the advice from Spirit, we have the Ace of Cups, we have the Universe, we have the Page of Cups, and we also have Trust the Process. Everything always works out. Something better is on the horizon. Have total confidence in the universe. So, Virgos, this is Spirit very clearly telling you that it's time to take a step. Even if you're afraid, even if you're unsure, it's time to trust yourself. It's time to trust your intuition. Sit quietly and think about what it is that you want. What is your end goal in all of this? And look for those signs that tell you that this is a door opening. This is a door that Spirit is opening for you to walk through so you can get to this calmer, quieter, happier place. Look for new beginnings. Look for new opportunities. Close out those things that did not serve you so that you can start taking action and trust that there will be a safety net for you if you fall. Sometimes the choices that we make, the paths that we take are meant to be lessons, right? But you have to move. You have to move because until you do, you won't know if it was a lesson or if it's opening the door to bigger and better and greater gifts for you. You have to trust that you are going in the right direction and that the universe has your back. Looking at the potential outcome, we have the Six of Wands, we have the Tower, and we also have being love. Exude love in all that you do, oneness, like attracts like, unconditionally loving self and all. So Virgos, good news. After all of this worry and anxiety and stagnant energy, you're taking that step is going to be something amazing. And I think Taurus got the Six of Wands in their reading as well. But this is good. The Tower, I'm not feeling that this is a bad tower at all. Towers simply represent massive change, sudden change, shakeups. But you have the Victory card along with the Tower. So putting in this work, taking these steps forward, figuring out your path, giving what you have to this new direction that you're headed in is going to create massive change. And that massive change is going to result in something very, very good for you. And being love, this change, I think, is going to make your heart sing. It's going to put you in a different energetic space that is going to be so apparent to everyone around you. And that goodness, that excitement, that love, that optimism that you're going to show to the world is going to come back to you in the form of opportunities, people willing to help you, having more doors open for you on your new path. This is all very good, but it starts with you taking that first step. So I'm going to grab one last oracle card for you and see what final messages Spirit has. Okay. So the first message that we have for you, or the only message that we have for you to close out, is you think someone is lying. They are. And so what I feel for you, Virgo, is that this someone that is lying, while it may be someone, in your vicinity that may be keeping you in this stuck energy, I feel that most of all, this is you. This is you telling yourself that you don't know what to do, that you don't know what path to take, that you don't think any options exist for you. And that's not true. That is absolutely not true. Like they say, the world is your oyster. So don't tell yourself that it's not. There's a pearl waiting for you. There's so much goodness and excitement waiting for you. So don't be worried. Don't tell yourself that it's not going to work out. Don't tell yourself that you're better off where you are just because it's stable and familiar and you know it. Don't do that. Don't lie to yourself. Tell yourself that the possibilities are endless and that your potential is infinite and that the universe is going to be looking out for you every step of the way. So I'm going to leave it there for you, Virgo. I hope that this was helpful and I hope that it resonated with you somehow. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future readings. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.